What's going on, YouTube? Today we're making a very special video about the law of attraction. And this is a three-step framework. And the second step, I believe, is the most important step. And like, it's going to allow you to actually get the things that you want in your life. So, understanding it, creating it deliberately, and allowing it in. Let's get straight to it. So, the three steps is, of course, one, understanding the law of attraction. Number two, deliberate creation. And number three, the art of allowing. And a quick note here is that the first step and the second step are very, very important to understand in order to understand the third step. So make sure you listen very carefully. Make sure you participate in step number two because there is a deliberate exercise for you to do that will only net benefit your life. And then finally, number three, the art of allowing. So we'll get into it. Step number one is understanding the law of attraction. This is the first step, the most important. Your emotions are your compass. So emotions and focus. What your emotions reveal to you is very simple. You have two subjects. Positive emotion, you're focused on what you want, and negative emotion, you're focusing on what you lack. Knowing your emotion is knowing your emotions in the moment and knowing your focus in the moment. So, if you are feeling a negative emotion, the chances are you're focusing on the things that you don't want. You're focusing on the things that you lack, and your actions are not aligned with the things that you do want. Your actions are being aligned with the things that you don't want. Okay? You cannot want something and you can still attract it to your universe. So you need to be very clear about what it is that you do want, and we will create this in step number two. But you can just have your emotions, your positive emotions and negative emotions. Whenever you're in a positive emotion, it's because you're focusing on the things that you do want. When you're in the gym, you feel positive. When you're eating healthy, you feel that positive emotion because your inner self wants you to be a better person. And by extension, you're gonna feel happy about it. You're gonna feel in a positive state versus the opposite. So this one is very important because it's just a basic gauge from two subjects. Just focus on your emotions throughout the day. Whenever you're watching this video, whenever you're going throughout your day, just pay more attention to the way you're feeling. Maybe you're feeling tired, maybe you lack food, maybe you're doing something you don't want to do, maybe you're doom scrolling. All of these things are going to be navigated through the way that you feel versus positive emotions. Just focus on that. And when you're feeling positive emotions, you will notice that you're doing things that you actually want to do. Hopefully, I explained that clearly enough. Step number two is deliberate creation, a simple pen and paper exercise. So, this is where we create and we get clear about what it is that we actually want so we can bring ourselves into positive emotion to actually get the things that we want. So, step number two exercise is grab a piece of paper and grab a pen and paper, write your name, write the date, and at the top of it, you're going to write down one statement of what it is that you want. Now, these are called desires, and we can have a maximum of three desires at a time, but I want you to just focus on one desire because if you have a list of 10 desires, then you're going to have a list of 10 desires and you're going to try and build every single one at once, and none of them are going to come into reality. None of them are going to get built, so you're going to just be demotivated, you're going to be unmotivated to continue, and your focus is going to be scattered, and it's just going to be a total failure. So just start with one thing that you want. Maybe you're fat and you want to lose weight. Maybe you're skinny and you want to gain weight. Write down, I want to lose 10 pounds. For me, my basic example was I want 5 funded accounts on Top Step. And below it, you write down why why you want it. So at the top of the page, you wrote down whatever you want. It's your desire. It can be anything, literally anything that you want. Below it, you write down the reasons why you want it. And you're going to freely write. You're going to jot note every single reason that comes to mind. And you're going to do this until your mind has no more reasons to generate about why you want it. And you will notice that the reasons that you want this thing are all positive emotions. There's no negative emotions. We don't want negative things in our life. So, for my personal example, I want 5 funded accounts on TopStep. Why do I want these things? Well, because it will allow me to organize my finances better. It will allow me to be a better person. It will allow me to uplift others. It will allow me to help people and teach people if like what I'm doing right now to achieve their goals. It will allow me to have more resources. It will allow me to have more time freedom. And basically, the basic premise of everything that I wrote down, it allows me to be a better person to myself and everyone else around me. It will allow me to have my systems and routine bulletproof. It will allow me to reject people that I don't want in my life and help people that I do want in my life. So the basic premise of whatever you want, write down the reasons that you want it, and you will notice that it will basically make you a better person. And if you've noticed, the reasons that I want it is because I was using the word allow. I was using the word allowing a lot. It will allow me to be a better person. It will allow me to have more freedom. It will allow me to organize my finances. And this brings us into step number 3, which is the art of allowing, getting out of your own way. Now, the art of allowing is very important because if you can focus on your positive emotions. You can know exactly what you want. But if you're not going to allow it into your universe, then it's never going to come. So, allowing and not forcing. Release resistance, doubt, impatience, and control. Trust the process instead of forcing the outcome. Trust the process instead of forcing the outcome. Keep choosing the positive emotion and let it come to you. So, in the art of allowing, I don't know fully exactly the art of allowing. I'm still working on it myself, but if you have a good enough understanding of step number 1 and step number 2, it's going to allow you to kind of piece together number 3. So in the art of allowing, there's a difference between wanting and needing things. There's a huge difference between those two things. And it's very clear that you understand this basic principle of wanting things and needing things because it all comes back down to emotions. If you need something, if you need someone to stay in your life, if you need to make more money, if you if you need these things, if you need anything in this reality, you're going to just push it away from you, right? There's this analogy if you need to catch a butterfly, you're not going to catch that butterfly. But if you want to catch a butterfly and you want to build a nice garden to attract butterflies, then you're going to catch a dozen of butterflies. When you need things, your emotions are negative. Your emotions are stressed. You're anxious, right? Like sometimes it's good to be stressed and anxious. It compels you to do work. But if you're needing things to a point where your emotions are being overwhelmed with negativity, then you're just going to compel away from you whatever it is that you want. Versus wanting. If you want to make $1,000, yeah, it's cool, but my emotions are calm. My emotions are positive. Yeah, I want to make $1,000. Or yeah, I want to gain weight. Or, yeah, I want a girlfriend that loves me. All of these things of wanting, your emotions are positive. Your emotions are more calm. So you can allow these things to come to you and putting it all together. So understanding your emotions, like the two frameworks of your emotions, positive and negative, doing that exercise of creating what you want and why you want it is very important. And then allowing it to come to you. So another thing is when you create this goal of whatever it is you want, and you write down all of the reasons of why you want it, the next natural process of you putting in all that mental energy to write down on a pen and paper of what you want and why you want it, the next natural step for anyone is going to be, okay, how do I get it? Like, and that's the art of allowing. So, how do I get there? By extension, you're gonna have to create a plan and you're gonna have to follow through with that plan, right? If you want to earn $1,000 and the only way you know how to earn $1,000 is to pick up extra shifts at work, write a plan to work, write a plan down to, wake up at this time and, pick up extra shifts or come in early or stay late, you know? You can have anything that you want in this reality, whatever desire that you wrote on that piece of paper and all the reasons why you want it, you have to just create a plan and allow it. You have to trust the process. You have to allow that to come to your reality and attract that reality. Of course, you have to work for it, but the main point is wanting, never needing, positive emotions over negative emotions, and deliberately creating your universe. So this is the sum of the law of attraction in just a three-step basic principle. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I'm really working on building a community, so I hope this video brings some value to at least one person out there. And yeah, peace.